first off, just first game back, how did it feel? Basically, what was just like to get your win back, get used to playing a real game, all that sort of thing? What was just the process like getting back to
No,
it?
it was nice. It was nice to be back out there. I love hooping, so I've been waiting for this for a little bit all summer. I've been putting in work, so it was nice to get back out there. Obviously out of shape, and I need to get that back and get back into the feel of things.
What you obviously kind of worked with two different units, obviously kind of working off the ball a little bit with TJ, and then on the ball, obviously with that other unit with it involving the rookies and whatnot. Just what were the dynamics of each like? What was it like to play together with TJ, and how did you like working with some of those younger guys toward the end?
What were the dynamics like?
Yeah.
I think they're good. I think we're kind of new and bringing some other guys in, so we're trying to create that chemistry. And for me, it's I played a lot off the ball last year and on the ball, so I kind of feel comfortable in both those types of positions. Just for me, it's about getting my feel back.
If you and TJ are on the floor at the same time, how do you like that dynamic? How do you think you guys work together? You're obviously close. Just what's it like for you guys to play off each other?
Yeah, I think we could both play make. We could both kind of play off the ball, make reads off the ball. So I think it works, and I think as we keep playing together, we're going to create a better kind of feel for each other out there.
Just especially toward the end, what did it mean for you just to get going and get some, get the ball in the bucket a few times?
It was nice.
With 9 in that last one.
It was nice just to get my confidence rolling, back into the flow of things.
Did you get a sense that your feel was improving as the game went along? It felt like in the fourth quarter you really had it all kind of clicking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Defensively, a little new scheme for you guys this year, trying to prevent different shots. As your first time playing in a game in it. Did it feel natural for you? What did you think of it? How did you feel like you did on that end of the floor?
Yeah, it felt good. I think it plays into my strengths of being into the ball, getting through ball screens, guarding your yard one-on-one. So I felt good. And I had a whole summer league of actually going through it, so it wasn't really my first time.
When you first checked in, did you purposely kind of take it easy, try to just fit in, I guess, maybe the best way to put it in that first half?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to let the game come to me. I didn't want to go out and just try to assert myself too aggressively, and just wanted to let it come to me naturally.
For you, what do you want to maybe clean up before the first game here coming up?
I want to get in real good shape before the first game, and continue to push my wind in the next few days so I can be super clear and play at my best.
Love that. As someone who was a rookie last year, I'm kind of curious. Now how you've been through training camp and stuff with the rookies. Talk to me a little bit about what's impressed you about these rookies so far.
Just how fast they're learning, and just what great guys they are. They come into the gym every day. They work. They got a smile on their face. Fun to be around. And they fit into what we're trying to build as a culture really well. So I love those guys.
I'll start. Let's talk. First off, we got to talk about the between the legs one, man. Basically, how did you? You obviously had a clean look at it in the break, but when did you decide you're going to try that one?
It was a good pass by Ben. I think it was like a missed shot. He rebounded and he just threw it ahead with his left hand, and it was just like a perfect bounce. So I knew as soon as I caught it, I was going to go between my legs.
We obviously talked about how this was going to be going in, that you're going to have a lot of those kinds of opportunities, but how cool is it to start to get them? Obviously you had the reverse dunk as well. You had a couple other things getting in transition. How just cool is it to play and get to experience what you expected this was going to be like?
I'm the type of person that's going to be a little flashy if I can on dunks, just because it's like a energy booster for the fans and for our bench. Something little like that can put juice into our team and just help us get better. But yeah, it's just the way I play.
One thing Rick was talking about that he wanted to see improvement from you on from where you've been before is rebounding. And you got 9 tonight in 26 minutes, and you've been pretty productive
10
on the boards today. How do you feel like you're coming along with that? Where do you feel like you had to get better there, or what do you think you had to do better on the glass? And what do you think is working out for you there so far?
Yeah, definitely me and Rick has been talking about that. Me rebounding, me playing defense. Rebound is going to win us a lot of games. We out-rebound teams. I feel like offensively we're so fast. We're getting out in transition. It's going to be easy buckets. So as long as I don't have to leak out. I feel like I'm fast enough to still get behind the defense after crashing for a board. So I'm gonna continue doing that. I don't want to steal no rebounds from Miles, but I gotta do my job too.
We talked to you about this a little at practice this week, but when do you start to leak out? Like, what is there a trigger that you see to go? Is it just feeling out your
As soon
defender?
as I see us with the ball, I'm gone. I'm taking off.
Have you felt your timing improve in the half court with this team during the preseason? Tonight, your cutting felt like it was more impactful than other games.
Yeah, like I said, like this is like my 4th game with the team now, so yeah, it's just a feel thing. Like we're all pros, we gonna catch on quick. So the more games we play, the more fluent it's gonna look and be. So.
What kind of conversations have you had with Rick about your defense so far, and how do you feel like you've done on that end of the floor in the preseason?
I'm just working every day to improve defensively, offensively, anything that I can do to stay out on that floor and help the team win. I'm gonna continue working on it. So.
First possession of the game, Bruce, to you. Is that a read?
Was it a read?
Yeah.
It's
Or was that-
actually a drawn-up play by LP, Lloyd Pierce. Shout out to him. That was a great play.
Is that something just put in or anything? Like
I don't know. It might be ran again. I don't know. Uh-oh.
How would you say your connection with Tyrese has been so far this preseason?
I feel like everybody's connection with Ty is gonna be good, just because he's such a great player. He gonna put people in positions to be successful. He's always gonna make sure everybody's doing their job and exactly where they need to be on the court at all times. So he does a great job with that.
Obi, you mentioned this is your first time in the media room here.
Right.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Indy? Like, does Indy feel like home yet?
Definitely feels like home. It's a lot calmer, smoother here. I live out in Carmel, so having my family out there with me is just there, practice, and back to Carmel. So I've been enjoying myself out here. Definitely feels like home to me for sure.
We talk a lot about your connection with Tyrese, but what about the other 3 guys that have been with that starting lineup the last 2 games? And
Yeah.
how do you feel like you've connected with Ben and Bruce and Miles?
Yeah, I mean, we're so good off the court together with each other. We're hanging out, we're doing things together. That when we get on the court, it's just natural. It's just like we know each other in and out. So it's just the more time we spend with each other, the better the connection is gonna be, and the more we play together, the better the connection is gonna be. So we're gonna continue doing that. Everybody's bought into what coaches is bringing, so we continue with that. We're gonna continue winning games.
Obi, I want to go back to that second quarter. The second unit kind of got in a hole. You guys came back and really ramped it up. What was kind of the message, or was it you guys just having more of a chemistry amongst that group that really allowed you to go on, I think, a 22-6 run?
I don't want to, like, the second group came in. Obviously Cleveland went on a run, but like some of those guys is young, still get into a feel of the game. So who was the second? Yeah. So yeah, we just knew what we had to do. They went on their little run. It happens in the game of basketball. And coach is here. I gotta go.
Just what did you think about Drew's first game back, and what led you to put him and TJ together? What did you like about their combination?
Yeah, we looked at it yesterday in practice. Everything's on the table. When he first got in the game, obviously it's a little rocky. You really had 2 full live practices, and you get thrown into an NBA game. But I thought he adjusted very well as the game went on, and he just needed to get his legs under him. And it's pretty obvious what he brings. He brings solid defense, strength, playmaking. He's gonna make his share of shots, and it just brings another physical element. And so we did some better things defensively tonight, and he certainly was part of that effort.
Obviously, haven't made any final decisions on this, but what do you like about those 2 together? What kind of dynamic do you think they bring? Obviously, Andrew has played off the ball before. How do you see those guys potentially combining?
Yeah, I mean, playmaking is a premium in the NBA, and if you can get 2 playmakers on the floor like that are those like that kind of that level of competitor, some good things can happen. So, nothing's a finished product yet. That's pretty obvious. We have a lot of work to do, and I mean a lot, before we get to Wednesday. And so the work goes on.
Obviously, you knew he was going to get rolling at some point, but how helpful was it to see Buddy get some shots in after he kind of struggled in his first
I'm
three?
not worried about Buddy.
Yeah.
Zero concerns, Look, the concern of the game is the turnovers. That's pretty obvious. And, what is it, 20 total turnovers is 26. So, look, that's going to be an outlier, I'm sure. We got to clean that stuff up, and we will. But we showed some very good things, and situationally, defensively, and we just got to keep building.
You mentioned really taking a look at the starters in these last two games. They were plus 14 today. What did you see them do better today than they did on Monday, and what did you like about that unit today?
Well, they got a good start. We had a really good run going, and then Mitchell hit a hellacious crossover three in transition, and then we turned it over 2 or 3 times, and then the game went a little haywire. And so we've just, we've got to value the ball. Everybody wants to do well, and everybody's trying to help, and we got a little ahead of ourselves at times tonight, but I don't think anybody has anything but good intentions, and that's good.
What do you think of what Obi was able to do today and how he's able to seemingly get open on every cut he had in that first half?
Well, the 9 rebounds are terrific, and we've challenged him to be a better rebounder and to work on his defense. And just about every off day he's been in, looking at clips, and then even getting on the floor and working. So. He's a worker, and he did a lot of good things tonight. We have nothing solved at this point, but we have some things that are going in a good direction, and we gotta stay the course and continue. And this is going to be a long road.
Regarding turnovers, is it kind of stay with the consistent theme of keeping it simple, or where does progress start in terms of taking care of the ball?
Progress starts with throwing the ball to people wearing the same color uniform. I mean, look, there were some times. Look, Cleveland's a great defensive team, top 5 in the league, and they're also amongst the best of forcing turnovers. We talked about it before the game. We haven't played a team of this level of physicality, and actually Memphis is a similar type team. Memphis didn't have all their guys. But anyway, whatever the case, they turned us over a lot, and give them some credit too. But we've got to simplify, as you said. We've got to create space on the floor, use it. And a lot of our problems happened when they were in an all-out switching defense to start the game, and they mucked us up some. So we're going to have to do a better job against that kind of defense.
How much with that second unit having some problems how much of that do you chalk up to just they need time together, they need that to build some of that continuity they've missed out on here recently?
Yeah, it's obvious that they need to continue to work together to to get synergy, to learn one another on in those specific spots which are pretty new. And look, Drew hasn't even been in practice up until yesterday, So, as I said, we've got a lot of work to do, but, we got a great group of guys. They care about each other. I like the way we're competing, and so we're going to just keep working on it.